All right, so look at this. We've got our mystery bundle revealed, and it is none other than SWOOSHMAN. So this is a Nike collaboration. Now, I'm sure most of you are extremely disappointed because we had super high hopes for this mystery bundle. Some people thought it was going to be a WWE superstar. Some people thought maybe the OG Ice King remix. Some people thought Kingdom Hearts. We had Stranger Things, maybe something PlayStation related due to an event today. All sorts of guesses out there, and they were all wrong. It was Nike, SWOOSHMAN. So I can understand the disappointment, but this looks like a promising bundle. So most of you are probably too young to know who SWOOSHMAN was. This was a real character. So it was clear back in 1996, and he was alongside Michael Jordan. So I was in my childhood in 1996, and the Bulls were my favorite team. So anything Michael Jordan related, I knew all about. Well, apparently someone had this brilliant idea to make a $125,000 suit for a Nike mascot, and they called him SWOOSHMAN. So back in 1996, that was a lot of money, $125K, and it was actually designed by the Batman costume designer. So it was pretty much a Batman-inspired suit, or maybe even a little bit of Silver Surfer in there. And he would make cameos at these big events, like with Michael Jordan, as mentioned. Now, he only lasted 1 year, so I don't know. And what did they do with the suit? I also don't know. But this is exactly what he looked like. It says he's back with buckets for days. So he has styles, and he's elimination reactive. So you get the skin with a Lego style, you get a reactive back bling. It's called the SWOOSHMAN action figure. So this looks pretty good. You can see the reactivity right there. His eyes light up and he cheers. His pickaxe is the swoosh grips. Now, I don't know about these. I guess we'll have to see what they look like in game. You also get a really cool emote called the Hard Court Hype. Check this out. So he goes inside the hoop, which has rockets, by the way, and all these fireworks come up. He cheers everyone. Sometimes mascots will do this, but not to this extent. And then the buzzer sounds off and he still continues the celebration. Pretty cool. I actually really like that one. Now you're also supposed to get a banner and a loading screen. I don't know if I actually got those. Let's see. I sure did, right there. Lights, camera, dunk. Ha! Look at Peely. That's pretty sweet. So there's no glider. However, there are 2 Nike gliders if you own them. The first is Winged Victory, and the second are the Max Drop shoes. So I'm going to go with the winged one. Now, sadly, there's no wrap. We've never had a Nike wrap. And I was going to try a few of these. This one, I mean, it's purple, but he kind of gives off purple vibes at some angles. So I don't know if that's going to work. So his first style has the actual suit. This is what I remember it looking like. His eyes do light up. He's got the Nike swoosh on his chest as well as on his helmet and his cool kicks down there. So the reactivity is his eyes lighting up, and then he gets these golden sparks around him. Let's watch it one more time here, right there. They kind of crackle throughout his whole body. Really short, though. You can turn that off if you prefer. Now, he also has the night game. Check this out. So the reactivity is the same other than the eyes. They now turn red. Remember, on this one, they're a light blue. So that is a pretty sweet-looking armor upgrade, in my opinion. But they also added some Fortnite flair to this collab, because if you take his helmet off, it's none other than Fish Stick under there. Are you kidding me? That is crazy. So that just looks a little ridiculous, I'm not going to lie. I mean, it's funny, but I don't know that I would ever run that style. And then here's what he looks like in the dark night game armor. I don't even know what to say about that. I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. Now, surprisingly, the pickaxe also come with a yellow style. Now, I didn't see anything yellow on him at all, so I don't really understand that. I guess the back bling has some yellow, but there was no yellow in the secondary style, was there? No. I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to match the reactivity, which only lasts for 2 seconds? I don't know. Okay, so let's hop in and see how SWOOSHMAN plays. Okay, so here's what the Winged Victory Nike glider looks like. It also has a secondary gold style, but that didn't look too good. It might look good on the night version. So that's not too shabby. It's just your typical winged glider. Again, this does not come with it. This was from a previous Nike collab, which might be in the shop. I don't know when this guy releases tomorrow. Okay, so here we go. I kind of get Allie A vibes. Remember the Allie A skin? And it also looks like a souped up Flash. So the pickaxes don't look that bad. They're huge Nike swoosh marks. So all things considered, this doesn't look as bad as I was anticipating. So here it is in the dark. Nothing glows on the skin itself, but obviously the pickaxes light up quite nicely. Speaking of the pickaxes, let's do the pull-out sound and swing animation. Here you go. Okay, so again, they don't look as bad as I thought they would. I like that they point straight down. The contrail's nothing to be that excited about. Let's see what that looks like in the dark, though. I mean, it's there. It's just not that impressive. Hopefully, there's a good splash effect, though. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Turn the lights back on so you can see it in the daylight. Hit a person here. It's kind of like a lasery sound. Okay, now that sounds different when you hit a weak spot. Listen. Normal. Is anything actually happening with them, though? Oh, yeah. There is a weak spot reactivity. Did you see that? Okay, we're going to have to turn the lights off to see it in full. Okay, so watch. That's what they look like right now. When you hit normal, nothing happens. But listen to the sound effect and watch the animation when I hit a weak spot. Here we go. They light up and they flash. Speaking of the flash. That's cool. I like that it changes the sound as well. That's kind of rare. Okay, so the contrail does not change regardless of them glowing, though. They look a lot brighter. All right, how about his aim down sights? Here we go. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, so we should get some double reactivity here upon getting an limb. The back bling as well as the effect on the skin itself, plus his eyes. So let's focus on the back bling first. Here we go. Okay, there's a sound effect as well. This is getting better by the minute. Did you hear that? It was literally like a action figure sound effect. It was kind of muffled, which is how they sounded. I like that. So let's try in the dark this time. Again, just focus on the back bling. We'll look at the skin itself in just a second. Okay, so wow, the limb actually triggers the pickaxes too. So they're weak spot reactive and elimination reactive. That's crazy. So one more time with the back bling, and I'm going to leave the pickaxes out this time as well. Wow. So you get the triple reactivity going. That's crazy. Okay, so now let's focus on the skin, and I'll do the 360 appearance so we can see from the front as well. Here we go. I just wish it lingered a little longer. Just a little bit. Let's try again. I'm not going to have the pickaxes out this time because I feel like they kind of take away a little bit. Now wait a minute, it made a buzzer beater sound that time. That's the first time I've heard that. I wonder what I did differently there. Alright, let's take the backbling off, and I'll turn him into fish stick as well. Okay, here we are, Mr. Fishman. Not SWOOSHMAN, but Fishman. I mean, I guess he's not that bad. But I personally would never run this style. Aim down sights is pretty good as well. The helmet looks so much better. By the way, you can see the underside of his kicks look really sharp. Nice red color scheme. Especially when you slide, you can see the swoosh there. Alright, how about his other pickaxes? Maybe the secondary style for the pickaxes go with this fish stick skin. What the? Although you'd think they'd be orange, not yellow. I'm assuming these are going to have the weak spot reactivities as well. I think the red ones look better. Yep. You'll see them fade away here in a second. Alright. Well, you could probably use these for a nice yellow skin for a good combo. I think I prefer the back bling on as well, especially because it completes the reactivity effect on the entire combo. So this is a nice and dark armor. Obviously, you're going to need a different wrap for this, and I didn't change my wraps, but he definitely has a little bit of jet black, a little bit of red as well, and then it's like a silver. I mean, I don't even know what color that is. Is it silver or is it like a blue? I'm so bad with colors. Aim down sights is the same, obviously. Yeah, my wraps don't match this time. Okay, so let's check reactivity on this one. I guess these yellow pickaxes don't look too bad on them, do they? We're going to turn the lights off. And let's just get a pickaxe limb. Here we go. So when you have all three reactive items out, the back bling, the pickaxes, and the skin, it's kind of hard to see the reactivity on the skin itself because there's so much going on. But let me just show you from the front now. Here we go. See, that looked pretty good. All right, how about his emote? We haven't seen that yet. Again, it's called Hard Court Hype. But can you move? Oh, no. Oh, I thought it was traversal for a second. Darn it. It's not. Looks like it should be with the rockets. So I think this would be a good emote to do if you eliminate somebody. Get a little fanfare going. And I don't think it ever stops. It just keeps looping throughout. Okay, so let's look in the dark and from the front. He does a wicked backflip right into there. But that's the only time he does that. Look, there's like a hype meter. And when the buzzer goes off, it goes max. That's pretty good. This is one of the best Nike emotes we've had in a long time. So there you go. That is the new Nike surprise collaboration. I know it's not what everyone was anticipating, but it's actually pretty sweet. Minus the fish stick helmet off style, but you don't have to run that. And if you don't like the reactivity, you could turn that off as well. Let's just see what the Lego style looks like real quick. See if it's anything to write home about. Okay. Yeah, it's not bad. His helmet looks a little bigger. Let's do his emote in here and see what that looks like. Okay. So the net disappears entirely in Lego. It's kind of weird. I know I say this all the time, but this might be the best Nike collab we've got yet. Look at the competition. This was my favorite one, the Nike Goddess. I think these two definitely are the top two Nike collabs. So there you go. This, again, arrives tomorrow night at Shop Reset. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. A like is always appreciated, and don't forget to use my Support-A-Creator code, which is tabortime.